Well, I screwed something up. Looking back at the photos, I noticed that there were 2 bolts loose, not just one. As it turns out, both of these bolts were loose. And those are assembled by the dealer. There's a mounting bracket that holds this seat in a down position, which must be installed by the assembling dealer. Here's their PDI, and they didn't fill any of it out. Lovely. And here's the owner's manual. I mean, just, you know, I guess it could be worse. It could be like the scag. It was soaking wet. So here's some of the problems with the Hustler. Here's your pin. The ROPS is folded down right now. These are 2 metal pieces with 3 holes. And I've already sanded this down. This is almost the wrong diameter. It had a bunch of nicks and burrs on it. So just going into the hole here, you can see these aren't even lined up. So imagine putting these 2 pieces, which aren't lined up either, with some opposing force, i.e. the little rubber grommet which is down in here, which it rides on. I don't know if you can see that grommet in there. And then this pin is a bear to get in and out. Not to mention, there's no handle on here. The Scag had a handle. Some other brands have a nice loop on here that you can pull and twist and stuff. This, you can't even get it in. And trying to change positions if you're out in the field and you've got the ROPS up and you've got some low-hanging trees and you need to pull this real quick, just shut the mower down. Take yourself a break. Get you a hammer. Bring you a hammer, maybe even a little straight slot screwdriver so you can bang the thing out so this will come out. Not to mention, they didn't even run this cable through the provided loop. So this is kind of a cheesy setup. So this side is sticking bad. It's out of alignment and it's sticking. But what I did for this side, I'll show you real quick. I made a little makeshift. I don't have any other tools or anything to do this, but there was all sorts of paint chips and flaking off and rust and all sorts of crap through these holes here. So I got a nice, 10mm T-handle with a piece of, I don't know what this is, 200, 220 grit. It's silly, but on the fly, this is what you got to do. So I put this thing through here, taped it to this shaft here, slide it through the hole, and use my trusty Milwaukee with a, you guessed it, 10mm, and stick this on the end, and just kind of work it in and out. Back and forth, up and down. Pull it out, blow it out, and voila, nice and smooth. That one's going to require a lot of work, even though those pieces are off like 1/64 of an inch or something. Man, it's just enough to make you pull your hair out. But anyways, some of the crap that I'm fighting with that should have been fixed right from the factory, but it's not a Hustler mistake. This is made by Full Vision. That's the company that makes this ROP. So here I am, brand new mower, hasn't even left the garage, haven't even mowed with it, and I'm sitting here fighting with the ROPs for an hour, but at least this pin is nice and smooth. Oh well. Fixed. That's how it should be. Nice and smooth in there, got all the crap out, routed the cable through there like I said, and put a little dab of wheel bearing grease in there. See it over here, a little bit of red right there. But now the pins slide in nice and smooth. It locks into position. No more fuss. Holy crap. It is so effective now that I want to show you a little demonstration. Just pull the pin, and all I'm going to do is press up here on the bar up top. And both sides are going to do it equally. Ready? 1, 2, 3. They fall out on their own. There you go. That's how it should have been at the factory. A little bit of an issue here. The deck is all taken apart, but I want to show you where the deck is supported. See if I can get in here. It's going to be crooked, but down there is intact. This one I just took off, and then there's two more in the rear. See if you can see them here in one shot. There's one here. Basically, it's a plate with two screws or bolts coming through and two nuts, and these are like hard rubber plastic. They're not neoprene, or I don't know. There's one down there. And what's happening is, even with this deck assist spring, the deck is completely connected. This thing is binding up. So all these little rods here are binding up. And I just took this one apart, and you can see there's a bunch of crap in there, a bunch of paint, but it's causing the deck not to go up and down freely. So I'm wondering if this is a normal thing for Hustler. If these, I'm gonna take all these off and clean them, and I might even put a little bit of silicone spray or some light lubricant in there. I really don't want to put anything, but I guess it's better than nothing. It's better than it binding. So my Hustler fans out there, is this a normal thing here, or what? This deck weighs probably over 100 pounds, and it does not move freely. So yeah, can't have that in Jello neighborhood. Also, I've been talking with Hustler about getting a mulch block-off plate for this. Now, they do make them for the Raptor, just the plate, which you can buy separately, but on a FasTrak deck, they don't exist. Also, I'm going to debadge. I'll leave the 54. I think I mentioned this in a previous video. But all these stickers, safety stickers, maybe I'll leave the belt guide on there. But all of these little stickers, man, they gotta go. Pretty ugly, if you ask me. But other than that, she's a keeper. I'm trying to figure out what kind of LED I'm going to put either there, or maybe one there, and wired into the panel. They want like $300 for their LED kit. Nah, $30 on Amazon sounds a lot better. And on this control panel, hard to tell, but if I press my finger, see it denting in? So there's another notch. There's a hole cut out in the metal underneath their sticker, the same size as this light. So you can mount the little toggle switch right there for your LED kit. We should leave that sticker on there. What do you think? All right, guys, short and sweet. We'll see you on the next one.